How many of you have had to deal with someone who has no concept of personal space? You know, like in a group, at a party, maybe at home? Yeah, most of us know someone who's like that. And if you don't, it might be you. And that's something that really bothers me. I mean, I've had friends, group mates, even some professors who were just completely clueless when it came to personal space. But what is personal space? Let's take a step back and look at that. Personal space, and I'm taking this from the field of proxemics, which was pioneered by Edward T. Hall in 1966. He was an anthropologist who took a look at research that was going on with animals. I forget the zoologist's name, but someone was doing a study where they were looking at the critical distance, which is the distance where you attack, the flight distance, social distance, and public distance of animals. And Hall looked at that and said, well, humans have basically bred out the critical distance and flight distance. We don't run away from people when we see them usually. We don't attack them on sight. So he came up with 4 zones for humans. There's the intimate space, which is less than 1.5 feet, and that's for touching or whispering or anything you do with someone you're very close to. There's the personal distance or personal space, which is 1.5 to 4 feet, which is for interactions among good friends, family, people you know really well. Then there's the social space, which is 4 to 12 feet, and that's where most interactions occur. That's interactions among acquaintances, people you don't know very well, people you've just met. And there's a public distance, which is what we use pretty much right now, which is 12 feet and up, used for public speaking, that kind of stuff. And recognizing the appropriate space eliminates the discomfort of your listener and can help make them feel more comfortable. If you're a zone too far, you can appear standoffish, like you want to talk to a friend of yours from 12 feet away and try to hold a conversation with them. You can also seem intrusive if you're too close, which is more of what we're thinking of. And the problem with people who talk way too close to you is that they are a zone too close and it causes tension in the relationship. Now, why that bothers me is because when people are too close, it just makes things awkward. You know, I just met you, I don't want to smell your breath and be able to count your pores. It's just, that's not what I'm looking for right now. And when you're close enough to touch, it only gets more awkward. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not that touchy about my personal space. I grew up playing wrestling, football, karate. I had 2 younger brothers. Some of my best memories of childhood are me and my brothers throwing each other around. But it's the same kind of thing as in a relationship. If there's too much self-disclosure too early, it can just cause problems. So now that you've heard me rant about close talkers a little bit and maybe learned a bit about the hall spaces, you can take a better look at your own interactions. Who knows, maybe you're the close talker and you didn't even notice it.